Our very special guest on Darold Miller Live today in this first hour and a half is Dr. Duane Sands, the FNM's candidate for Elizabeth. Good morning, Doc. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Mr. Miller. It's such a pleasure to be in your company. It's been a long, long time.
Yes. I think the last time we met face to face, you might have been doing an examination on me.
Well, it looked like you made it, so, the warranty, we could give an extended warranty this time,
And, which leads me to this question. Why are you leaving such a important medical practice to enter this cutthroat politics?
That question has been asked to me so many times. And I smile when I hear the question, because some people say you are too good to be getting involved in politics. I respond this way, that every part of my life has been about service of the Bahamian people, my professional life. For the last 18 years, the most important part of my life's work has been the Princess Margaret Hospital and the Rand Memorial Hospital in recent years. And now I have an opportunity to deliver the same type of service to the greater Bahamian community. I have always followed my heart, and I see some challenges in my country, and it's time to move on. The time to leave is when you're at the top of your game, not when people are wanting to show you the door. I've made sure that there are people who are qualified, competent, and prepared to take after me. There is no Bahamian who is irreplaceable, who is indispensable. And what we need to do is to make a contribution and keep looking for opportunities to give more back to our people. That's what I'm going to do.
The guest in this portion of Darold Miller Live is Mr. Chris Mortimer, the deputy leader of the DNA, and he is the DNA's candidate for Nassau Village. Chris Mortimer, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Darold. Pleasure to be here.
Such a pleasure to have you. Let's begin with what Dr. Sands just said, and I believe you heard him. He said the DNA has no ideological base. You were formed for the wrong reason. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think when persons talk about the ideological base of the DNA, a number of persons will have their own particular perspective as to what they believe it is. But I can tell you from our standpoint what the ideological base of the DNA is, which is the transformation of our country, which is the realization of the dream of Sir Lyndon of true Bahamian ownership of our country, not just in small terms, in terms of being players and employers, but true being employees of every aspect of our society. And you find that when you go through our vision of 2012 and beyond, that is what we're talking about. We're talking about realization of the dream for Bahamians in our country.
That sounds good. Sounds like you are more closely aligned with the PLP than with the FNM.
That's not so. When you're talking about what's best for the Bahamas, I'm Bahamian. Those persons who are running for the DNA are Bahamians. And so we want to see Bahamians first in our country. It's not an alignment of...
No, I'm talking about your ideological alignment now.
No, I think our alignment is just what I indicated. It's not one of being PLP or FNM. It is...
But you agree, you said you called Lyndon Pinling's name.
No, I called his name in the sense that out of 67 and moving forward, it was about how do Bahamians become true ownership in their own country. That was the vision then. What we're talking about now is how do we transform our country from what we have to a Bahamas where all Bahamians have an opportunity to own what is truly theirs. Every aspect of our economy, not just to be employees, but to be true owners in the sense. Why can we have a Bahamian who owns Atlantis? Why couldn't we have a Bahamian that owned BTC? Why couldn't we have Bahamians that own hedge funds out of this country? And so what we are talking about here is the DNA's push to transform our country into one where Bahamians are first.